The Joker is a character who has captivated audiences for decades, not just because he is a villain, but because he embodies chaos in a way that feels honest, even liberating. In Gotham, where shadows loom large and morality is a shifting landscape, the Joker stands out as a beacon of disorder. But what drives this agent of chaos? Let's delve into the psychological depths to understand why chaos often appears more authentic than the structures of order that surround us. At the heart of the Joker's psyche lies a core motivation that can be mapped through the Enneagram framework. While it's tempting to label him purely as an Enneagram Type 7 for his hedonistic chaos, or a Type 8 for his confrontational rebellion, the Joker's essence is more a chaotic blend. His actions are driven by a profound need to make hidden hypocrisies visible, to tear apart the fabric of pretense that society wears as its uniform. The Joker's Enneagram reveals a duality. On one hand, there is the refusal to be powerless, ordinary, or controlled, traits often seen in a Type 8. On the other hand, there exists the insatiable curiosity and avoidance of pain of a Type 7. This combination creates a survival rule in his psyche. If rules can hurt me, then rules cannot be sacred. Such a mindset has profound implications, making every act of defiance, every calculated move, a testament to his belief that society's structures are inherently flawed. Consider the formative ecosystem that shaped this philosophy. Gotham, with its corrupt institutions and fractured class systems, becomes more than just a setting. It is a crucible that forged the Joker's ideology. Here, rules are not just guidelines but weapons of oppression, manipulated by those in power. In this environment, the Joker's strategy of chaos becomes both a defense mechanism and a form of rebellion, a way to survive a world where sincerity is a rare commodity. This brings us to the relationships that shape his journey. At the core lies the dynamic with Batman, not merely as adversaries, but as two sides of the same existential coin. Batman embodies order, discipline, a rigid moral code. The Joker, in contrast, seeks to challenge, to test the limits of that code, to push Batman, and by extension, the audience, to confront the question, is their morality strong enough to survive pressure? The Joker's relationship with Batman is not simply oppositional, it's symbiotic. Batman's very presence as a symbol of order provides the Joker with the canvas on which to paint his chaos. For the Joker, Batman is the ultimate test of his ideology, a living embodiment of the structures he despises. This dynamic is not just a clash of good versus evil, but a profound exploration of whether morality can remain intact when faced with true chaos. Chronologically, we see the Joker's arc as one of continual challenge and provocation. Each plot, each mad scheme is a turning point, designed to peel back the layers of societal hypocrisy. His actions force those around him to confront uncomfortable truths about their own natures and the fragility of their convictions. The Joker is not content with mere destruction. He seeks revelation. Yet, in the shadow of his chaos lies the potential for growth. Imagine a scenario where the Joker's strategy becomes flexible. In such a world, the Joker's keen perception of societal flaws could transition from destructive critique to constructive innovation. If his shadow self, the part that uses others' pain as proof of his ideology, were to integrate, there might be room for empathy, for using his insights to heal rather than harm. But perhaps what draws us to the Joker is not his capacity for change, but his raw honesty about the world's chaos. Are we drawn to him because he is free, because he is honest, or because he voices something we would never allow ourselves to say? The Joker's chaos is a mirror, reflecting our own unspoken desires to break free from societal norms. His actions, as twisted as they may be, expose the uncomfortable truth that perhaps chaos feels more honest than the order we desperately cling to. This exploration leads us to question our own boundaries and the societal structures we uphold. In the end, the Joker's chaos is not just anarchy for its own sake, but a profound statement on the human condition. He challenges us to look beyond the masks we wear and confront the inner chaos that order tries to suppress. The Joker stands as a testament to the power of questioning, of challenging, of refusing to accept the world as it is. And perhaps, in his madness, there is a method that speaks more about us than the world he seeks to disrupt. The Joker's character serves as a crucible for examining the paradox of freedom. His liberation from societal norms is not an idealized freedom, but a descent into a primal state where conscience is unshackled from consequence. Through this lens, he reflects the Enneagram Type 7's fear of being trapped in deprivation or pain, seeking instead the stimulation of chaos. Yet, this superficial casting off of chains might mask a deeper entrapment, one where true freedom is a mirage because it is built on the foundation of others' suffering. Consider the Joker's dynamic with Batman. Batman represents the principle of order, an Enneagram Type 1 archetype driven by the desire for integrity and the fear of being morally corrupt. Their clash is not merely a battle of wills, it's an existential dialogue. Each encounter forces Batman to confront the limitations of his moral code. The Joker's taunts are not just provocations. They are psychological probes, testing the elasticity of Batman's ethical boundaries. What is Batman willing to sacrifice for the sake of order? How far will he go to uphold his sense of justice when faced with an opponent who thrives on ambiguity? This interplay reveals a shadow dance where Batman is forced to examine his suppressed desires. The Joker, in essence, becomes Batman's psychological shadow, the embodiment of the chaotic potential that Batman denies within himself. By confronting the Joker, Batman inadvertently confronts the chaos within, bringing to light his own fears of inadequacy and failure. This internal struggle is a key point of tension. Batman's rigid adherence to his principles is not just a strength, but a potential weakness, threatening to fracture under the Joker's relentless pressure. The Joker's unpredictability taps into the collective unconscious. The Jungian idea that beneath our individual minds lies a shared repository of experiences and archetypes. His actions resonate on a mythological level, embodying the trickster archetype that disrupts the status quo to catalyze change. In many cultures, the trickster holds a sacred role, revered and feared for having the power to alter reality's fabric. The Joker's unpredictability is a modern reflection of this ancient archetype, illustrating that chaos is not just destruction, but also creation, the potential for transformation hidden within disorder. In the Gotham ecosystem, the Joker is both a catalyst and a disruptor, fundamentally altering the social landscape. His presence calls into question the very nature of heroism and villainy, blurring the lines between justice and vengeance, sanity and madness. Characters such as Harvey Dent, the tragic Two-Face, are caught in the Joker's orbit, their own transformations emblematic of the chaos the Joker sows. Dent's descent into madness serves as a cautionary tale of what happens when one's shadow is ignored rather than integrated. The Joker's ability to manipulate and inspire transformation in others is a testament to his deep understanding of human nature. His chaos is not random, it is a calculated unveiling of the facades people wear. His interactions with Gotham's citizens force them into situations where their true natures are laid bare, compelling them to act in ways they might otherwise suppress. Yet, the source of the Joker's power lies not in his physical prowess, but in his psychological acuity. He is a master of psychological warfare, understanding that fear, confusion, and doubt are far more potent than any weapon. His genius lies in the ability to exploit the vulnerabilities of those around him, to turn their deepest fears and insecurities against them. He is a living paradox, both childlike in his delight at the chaos he creates and profoundly insightful in his understanding of humanity's dark corners. In this duality, the Joker becomes a mirror, reflecting back the darkest parts of ourselves that we wish to hide. His madness is a lens through which we can view the madness of the world, challenging us to confront the uncomfortable truths about our lives, our societies, and our souls. He forces us to ask whether, beneath the veneer of civilization, we are all just one bad day away from revealing our true selves. Through this exploration, we are drawn not just to the chaos he embodies, but to the deeper truths that chaos reveals, leaving us to ponder the balance between order and disorder within ourselves and the world at large.